This is a very important question to get right, because it was absolutely key for me. When our foundation first started up, it was focused on reproductive health. That was the main thing we did, because I thought, population growth in poor countries is the biggest problem they face. You've got to help mothers who want to limit family size have the tools and education.
Yeah, sure. You see now.
All right, we welcome dear listeners, and today we're having a very big conversation, and we hope that people are going to be interested, as like the way they used to be. And let me tell dear listeners to subscribe to our channel. Those who are interested and those who want to listen most of our dialogues and news that are related, mostly updated ones. And today I'm in the studio, Robin, I'm here, and I'm with
Samson.
So today we are going to discuss, and I think you are interested of the topic of today.
Sure.
Yeah. Mostly during election, United States election, people were like, what will be the results? But what I can say is that we have already received the result, and the elected President Donald Trump
is already in the White House.
Probably soon. And he has already started giving out the cabinet members. And people are not happy because he's bringing people who did not have a relevant experience. And we want to remind people what Donald Trump was giving, like a reason, so that American people
among the 7 reasons.
Yeah, that's what
they're on the table.
Sure, that's what we want to talk about. Do you remember?
Yes.
So
he was some of them.
Yeah, he was like, let me mention 3. The first one was like, if you vote me, I will stop the World War III.
Yes.
You remember that? And he was also like, if you also vote me, I will eliminate deep state. And the third one was like, if you vote me, I will also stop Project 2025.
He talked about the cryptocurrency.
Yeah, he also did. He also did. So, of course, he was backed with a lot of industries, mostly cryptocurrency industries, and they backed him very well.
Sure.
But today, I don't want to go different fields. Let's talk about what he used to call Project 2025.
Sure, which is the most crucial.
Yeah, sure. And I think mostly Americans were very aware of what he was talking about. By the time he was mentioning about Project 2025.
Though some of them were against him, by the way.
By the way, yeah.
Not all population in US that were supporting him.
Sure.
Some were against the idea.
Sure. And if you compare the situation, it was like Project 2025 was real. Many people was like, what is it? What is inside the Project 2025? So I think we can give the details.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, well, based on the fact that is out, but mostly he was
the most expert people.
Yeah, sure. Of the most expert people,
analysts,
mostly
sure.
Who have already the Democrats who have revealed the project. What was the project? Because Donald Trump was saying is the project of the Democrats.
Sure.
And they were planning the project. The details of the project is that they were planning to remove almost 3 billion of people.
Population.
To eliminate them. I think you have heard of that.
Through different ways.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, through different ways, because they have a lot of ways they can use to remove the 3 billion.
Even this LGBT.
Sure.
That one
is also, it's also another trick.
Was the plan, and is against LGBT.
Yeah, he is.
I think you've seen the announcement when he's
telling
those people, the movie production, that will be fining those guys just some money.
Yeah,
because of including that.
Sure, I think it's going. I'm telling you, this is going to be a very difficult term.
But I know that he's creating more enemies all over the world.
Sure, and I think he's creating most enemies. But the problem is that these enemies he's creating are very strong.
They are very strong.
They are very strong for sure. For this case, they are very, very strong.
They are very strong.
They are very strong. But what we can see is
Someone told me that he's even playing with a very powerful power outside there.
sure. I'm
They are
telling you.
they are very big. They are very big.
It's something that people cannot mind. Now, let's first inform the listeners that the total population, we are now almost
Over 8 billion.
Over 8 billion. So, and over 8 billion. So, and Democrats are worried that this population growth is going to bring more problems. So they have made a project 2025 where 3 billion of people were supposed to be eliminated so that the
With
world,
death.
yeah, through death. Let's say there is no
There is no hiding this.
yeah,
It's through death. Because you can't eliminate something. Elimination.
yeah,
You need to remove, to take
sure.
away everything. And
Sure.
Yes, sure.
That was what was included in the project 25. So it's through death, through wars, through famine.
Yes, pandemics and so on.
And by the way, they have started even area.
They started area
They started
long ago.
Like let me.
If you check what Sanchez said
Sure.
about Ukraine's war,
Sure.
you will find that it was
It
planned
was
very
planned.
long ago.
Yeah, sure.
See?
Now, I think we start with there is one rich man.
The Bill Gates.
Yeah. I think this man is rich and
Nowadays is declining. I don't know why, but
okay. I can.
but is it declining?
Yeah, I can give
I was
outline.
reading like the century, but,
Yeah,
but nowadays
yeah.
you see that
Yeah,
there are
yes.
some other people who are
Sure.
just growing
He has
very
been
fast. I
rich
don't know.
he has been rich for a long time.
Yeah, sure. Maybe
But,
it's because of the other divorce of
Yeah, he
the
divorced.
wife and
He divorced his wife Melinda Gates, and Melinda Gates became the first rich
woman.
Yeah,
With the 30 billion.
yeah. After divorcing.
Sure.
So Bill Gates, well, I think he has.
Now has 105.1 billion.
You mean 10.5.1 billion?
Yes.
That's the net worth. And I think he has 69 years, right?
Yeah, he has 69 years.
He has 69 years old. And his official residence is in Florida.
Yeah, sure.
That's what I'm aware of.
The boss of Microsoft, I think.
Sure, yep, is
Right?
Microsoft.
Yeah, sure. And Bill.
And he's no longer the first rich person.
Elon Musk is there.
Elon
vigilant.
Elon Musk is there.
Yeah.
There is Jeff Bezos, this rich man
Mark
of
Zuckerberg.
Amazon. There's this Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of Facebook.
And
I think
this
now
French one.
he's like six.
And the French one, the Bernard Arnault.
This Arnold is
Yes,
coming
Arnold.
also. Now we are going to use his speech.
By the way, Arnold now is richer than Bill Gates.
Sure.
Sure.
Oh.
He's the fourth.
What about his net worth?
Is now 165.7 billion.
That's. I think Bill Gates is coming.
He's a kid now.
Now I want us to first listen to this audio a little bit. It was in 2018 summit. It was the UN summit where a journalist asked Bill Gates about the overpopulation.
Yeah, sure.
And what we are going to listen what he actually answered to the journalist.
Yeah, sure. I mentioned the ideas that what he had
Sure.
at the moment.
Okay.
Sure.
Let's listen a bit.
This is a very important question to get right because it was absolutely key for me. When our foundation first started up, it was focused on reproductive health. That was the main thing we did because I thought, population growth in poor countries is the biggest problem they face. You've got to help mothers who want to limit family size have the tools and education.
Yeah, sure. You see now. Now comes again on the birth rate.
Yeah, sure. Here he said that is the crucial problem.
It's a crucial problem. The birth rate is a crucial problem.
that the birth rate is a crucial problem.
This is what they see that a crucial problem.
And
For them.
Bill Gates is the biggest Democrat.
He
So
is.
when he's trying to mean that population is a crucial problem, he actually mean it.
Yeah, he knows.
I think you believe that he
Yeah, sure.
actually mean it.
Yeah, sure.
So in this summit, he was trying to raise the point that that population growth is too high.
And again, in poor countries.
That's what that's what he was. Yeah, that's what he was trying to mean because. And if they mean poor countries, I think you understand which countries they are talking about.
We do.
And I think now
even he mentioned some.
Yeah.
Like India, Nigeria. You see, they are most overpopulated countries.
Sure.
Yeah.
And mostly, I think these guys are meaning Africans.
They are meaning Africans. Mostly.
Africans and Asia.
Yeah, mostly Africans.
Yeah, because those are the mostly countries which are poor. And he was trying to mean it.
This is what he wanted to mean. He wanted to mean that the only way to reduce, the only way to reduce, I mean to improve the health, is to reduce overpopulation.
Sure.
That's why that project was there, 2025.
So, which means he was giving the key point that the only way to reduce population
was, I mean, to improve the health was
only to
reduce
the population.
Yeah, sure.
That's something that I think is really, Democrats have a very big plan. Now, what do you think about, because Donald Trump has accused Bill Gates, like to falsify the information about COVID-19. He said that maybe they have tried to raise a lot of issues about COVID-19 conditions, prevention method, and that they have tried to collapse so that they can shake the economy of the world. So Donald Trump accused Bill Gates because, and he was like, these people are bringing the COVID-19 against my leadership. So he was like, he was like as if COVID was planned. What do you think?
This is what we've been saying. Even we've been talking about this project 2025, whereby we say that they will use all means.
Yep.
They can use all means. Even pandemic are there.
Sure.
Now, if something can't be spoken when there is no source.
Sure.
It means there is a source of what they are saying.
Sure.
Because the world out here is talking about that COVID-19 was made from the laboratory.
Yep.
Now, who are those people to make the laboratory?
And,
I mean, to make it from the laboratory.
Sure. I don't even.
So those ones, they were planned.
Yeah, sure.
They were planned.
Yeah. And what about if they used to by the time COVID-19 was starting, they used to say, this is a Wuhan virus, it's from China.
Sure, they were just pushing the ball to other people.
Yeah, sure.
But they were the ones who made it.
Sure, and Bill Gates.
And again, don't think that it's just COVID which is there on the ground. The Marburg you're seeing that is scattering everywhere.
Sure.
Now it's made by what?
Yeah.
It's also made by just for reducing the overpopulation among all over the world.
Yeah,
so they can at least they can protect the ecosystem from poverty.
Sure. Now think to the extent that President Donald Trump realized the project. Said, these people this is going to be worse. People are planning to.
You remind me something. Recently announced that America is not the land of devil.
Sure. By the way,
now he's becoming a real pastor of America now.
I'm thinking
the Bible now is trending in the White House.
I don't want to go through about different things. But sincerely speaking, at least we are getting a savior here.
Sure.
Because let's talk about LGBT. Or is it LGBTQ?
It is LGBTQ. Yes.
Some they call it LGBTQ plus. I don't know, in any way or one way or another, people are forming it. But Donald Trump is against it.
He's totally against it.
And he's also against teaching it. Teaching it in schools and also
advertising them on the movies and the songs and whatever.
By the way, let me ask you. In the society where we're born, some people used to be born with maybe a disability. Let me call it a disability. But I have never heard anybody advertising his disability.
No?
Okay.
Now they're bringing the disability of mental problems. Now,
sure.
To put them in the society so that you can feel like you are disabled also. To be the gender that God created you with.
That's what I.
By the way, they don't even believe in God. Those guys. This is what I think.
Now let me.
That's
now,
why even Trump is bringing the Bible back to the White House.
I'm telling you, those guys there. But
they're in trouble, especially in the US.
now, Bill Gates, in this speech, he mentioned that the only way of improving health is to reduce population. And he further concluded by saying that what we have to do, he was concluding that if they don't take the measures, the population growth will reach to 1.5 billion.
Yeah, sure.
We
will increase
up to
it will
up
increase.
to 1.
Because now we are 8 billion.
Yeah, so which
so
means
it will increase and
up
reach
so
to
they
9.
become 9.5.
Yes, sure.
So he was worried that the health will be
low.
Will be low,
which is true then.
And
again, it is true.
So
but again,
I don't know if you can call it true, but
it is true somehow.
But even if it's true,
because you see, these people these days, you see, now the farming is the backbone of every nation.
Yep.
Isn't it?
Yep.
But nowadays, people do not want to engage themselves in farming. They are away from farming.
Sure.
They are doing other businesses.
They want IT.
They want IT. They want to live just simple life. They don't want just to struggle with.
Sure.
With the crops there. See? Now, if people continues just to think like that, I think farming again will get some trouble.
Sure.
Which will lead to poverty and famine all over the world.
Yeah. Now, what about if you think let me give you some, like the biggest economic performing country like Nigeria. And this Nigeria we have there is the first populated country in Africa.
Now, is it ranked the first country which has the lifelong rate?
No. Okay,
this is what the problem is.
But
if it is not ranked, then it has some troubles.
Look at India. They said, they were mentioning that the India.
Maybe you can say that New Delhi there are people who are well, but go in the up countries and you see
people are dying there.
People are dying. Poverty.
I don't think
some of them even are dirty by the appearance. You can see them and you identify where they are coming from.
Yep.
You get?
Yeah. Now
people are dying with cholera and you just check.
Yeah, they are dying there. I know some of them are dying. Now let me ask you. You see, according to the report of UNICEF, they have said that in Africa every year 8 million children die because of hunger.
Die of hunger.
Yeah. 8 million every year. They die of hunger. Do you think, is it the problem of overpopulation?
It is.
Sure.
Now, take an example. The net salary of yours.
Yep.
You struggle just to raise 2 children in the home.
Yeah, of course.
What if you have 10?
What if I have 10? I think at least it's going.
Do you think they will go out to work?
Okay,
because they provide for you.
Okay,
this is the problem that Bill Gates was saying, that the only, he thinks that the mothers or the parents are taking care of their kids. For them in the future to help them when they reach the old age.
By the way,
you get it?
That's what he was.
And we don't have to raise the children in that way.
So that we can get something in return.
We can get a benefit from them in return.
Sure.
So you have to you have to raise them knowing that it's your responsibility. Not for them to come back and raise you again.
Yep.
If they do, you're lucky. If they don't do not blame them.
Now let me tell you this. I want you to get this situation so that you can understand that the Democrats are running mad. Now 10 children are there. You get? As like they see they have 8 billion. So myself, I think they can use other different measures, maybe to stop, but not to kill people who exist.
All right, they can do it. But again, this is what even they are doing. I told you that they are going to do everything for their plan to come true.
Sure.
Even emphasizing this LGBTQ is not just a joke. It's not because they are trying to show people that they have enclosed themselves in other human beings.
Yep.
No. It's because how God created us.
Yep.
If the male sex cell doesn't meet with the female sex cell,
sure,
the zygote will not be there.
Yeah, they won't. They won't.
So that's why if I meet you the XX, the man to man, it means that there will not be fertilization for the zygote to take place.
Yeah, I understand.
So if more people or the youth engage themselves in LGBTQ,
yep,
so population will decrease immediately,
Okay.
automatically.
That
You
is
get it?
prevention.
That is prevention.
Yeah.
This is what I think.
Me,
but again,
I support prevention.
I don't.
Not to
They
kill.
are not. No, they are not there. Yeah, you know what Chinese did?
Yeah.
Only producing one child.
Yep.
The second one, you pay the taxes
Yep.
for the second. You
Yeah.
get? They understand
Yeah.
because it's a country policy,
Yeah, sure.
which is strong,
Yeah.
which is helping them even to work.
Yep.
You get? But don't say that you are going just to bring something which is going to cause some confusion among people,
Yeah, sure.
that you are preventing something.
But now look for the.
LGBT is
Let me
bringing
let
the
me tell you
confusion.
something. Look at the effect. Last week, Russia announced that it's going to make the Ministry of Sex. That
Imagine.
yeah, it's going to make a Ministry of Sex because Russia has realized that these preventions they have used to reduce population. Now they need soldiers. They are getting stuck in the walls and they don't have men to fight.
You get?
So now, what the Russia Federation has decided to make a Ministry of Sex, where they are going
It
to
will be charging. It will be in charge of what?
of sex. look at that. The minister of that ministry. Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
The minister of that ministry
Hey.
is going to encourage population to
Hey.
give birth
All right.
because now population is low.
It's decreasing.
Is decreasing, and they, of course, as it decreased, so China, I mean, Russia has realized that now they are failing to perform some of their activities.
Sure.
So they have decided to put the Ministry of Sex. Where you go, you get a baby. They give you everything you need.
Oh, wow.
So I
It's a
think
nice policy there then.
you think you are going
Is
to
it?
move there.
I'm going to move. I'm going
Now,
to shift.
look at that.
Yeah.
So, if you compare those situations, where Bill Gates said that if you want to improve health, you have to reduce the
population.
Okay, I understand. Some of the Western countries have reduced population and their wealth is improved. But look at, I'm telling you, people are already there. People are already there. Look at what Democrats did last year. Let's take this. I mean, last 2 years. Last 2 years. You know, they wanted to provoke two wars at the same time. They wanted to provoke this war of Ukraine.
Ukraine. Yeah, sure.
Now you see, the war is already happening.
Yeah, it's already.
And they wanted also to provoke this war in Taiwan. They wanted China to fight with Taiwan. You remember China gave a mandate to Nancy Pelosi to not enter in Taiwan, which he did. But I really want to thank President Xi Jinping that he cooled down and he said there's no way to fight.
That guy knows where the benefits come
Yeah, sure.
from. See?
I like him. He knows he's a great seller.
Sure.
Now look at this war in Ukraine.
And their neighbors.
And their neighbors.
You see,
And what-
having the conflict with the neighbor is a very bad thing.
Sure.
Very bad thing.
Look at.
It was happening even to Ukraine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now look at this situation. They provoked the war, and the war happened. Now 600,000 men has already died. We are not counting children. Those are soldiers who died on the front line. 600,000. Imagine. I think these guys they are very serious about their project.
Sure.
Now I want us to let's first pay attention and hear this political analyst and his American economist is called Jeffrey Sanche.
Yeah.
Who
worked formerly in the University of Columbia.
He was
a director.
Was
a director there of Earth.
And a professor as well.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he was a professor. But in 2007, he was also an advisor of Ukraine government.
Yeah, sure.
So let's hear as what he said, and so that we can give out the comment. And I think this guy is real.
Yeah, sure.
This guy is real. He
was on the ground.
He has been in the politics for a long time.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
At that point, Russia didn't much care. There was no border other than with the Königsberg, but other than that, there was no direct threat. Then the U.S. led the bombing of Serbia in 1999. That was bad, by the way, because that was the use of NATO to bomb a European capital, Belgrade, 78 straight days.
So Jeffrey Sanchez, it was like
the planners were there long ago.
for him he was there.
It's not just what they're telling us now.
Okay,
it's what happened before.
He was saying that in February 1990, Russia had an agreement with NATO. They said, and they agreed. It was after Soviet Union when it was clashed. Now Russia realized that NATO, it might be a threat to their security. Now, you know, before Russia was with Belarus, Latvia was with Ukraine, that was Soviet Union. Then when they crashed, Russia agreed with NATO. They signed an agreement, and that's what the professor was saying. And they said we should not move an inch to east, which means to that part of Ukraine, Belarus, Latvia, those countries that have been in Soviet Union. Now, in 1999. I mean 94, when Bill Clinton was the president, was it a foreign minister, prime minister? I don't remember very well, because that time he became president after.
Sure.
But I want he started enforcing the NATO expansion to the part that they agreed. Now they agreed, and Putin.
By the way, Putin was like, may I also join?
Yeah.
Before.
But that was in 2002.
Yeah, sure. May I also join?
Yeah. He said, okay, this if you don't join,
yeah, sure,
this is going to be a serious threat.
Yeah, it will
to
be
our
a threat.
country.
It will be a threat, by the way.
And remember, they had an agreement which was signed by both parties, and German also signed.
Was the mediator.
He was the mediator. He's also a NATO member. Now, in 2000, this is where the things, as the professor was saying, this is where the things became very tough. Remember, I said, in 2004, America engaged in a regime change, where in Ukraine, of course, they changed the regime, and Yanukovych became the president of Ukraine in 2004. And I think for this case, America was like, at least we have the country. But this Yanukovych did something great. He did not say we should put Ukraine in NATO. He said, let's stay neutral. He said, okay, we are not going to be a part of Russia.
Ukraine.
And we are not again
the part of.
Yeah, we are not going to be a part of NATO. And as the professor said, Yanukovych, the West saw that Yanukovych is not doing what they want. They engaged also in another regime change, and they removed Yanukovych.
And they put Zelensky.
Then they put in 2014 Zelensky became a president. And they got someone marching very well. They got someone that was marching very well to what they wanted. You get?
Yeah, sure.
Now Zelensky became a president, and now you see their plan is executed. 600,000 men have already died.
Dead already.
You get?
But I get that Trump called recently that man, telling him that, man, can you stop what you're doing?
By the way, yeah.
That there was a secret. There was a secret call.
Yeah, Trump has already talked to Putin. And he has already talked to Zelensky, but by the time he was talking to Putin, he shared a call with Elon Musk. Now I can call him like the right hand of Donald Trump. And we hope at least a positive change.
Yeah, sure. That's why even Trump wants just to eliminate.
But
want to remove.
Let me tell you, me, I always tell people, if it's Trump, expect the unexpected. This is just a politician. You cannot expect. You cannot say he's going to do this.
Yeah, sure.
But yesterday, what I can see is a man who is trying to negotiate, because even yesterday
he's trying to fulfill his promises to people.
By the way, yesterday he appointed Elon Musk.
Really?
He appointed Elon Musk to talk to Iran.
Yeah, sure.
Which means he's trying to balance.
Yeah, sure.
He's trying to balance both parties so that he can stop Project 2025, as he said so. So I think listeners have already heard the what is in Project 2025.
Yeah, sure.
And I hope we shall tell them what will be the following, because we are also looking forward what is going on.
We will keep informing.
We'll
them.
keep them
This is our
informing
job.
Yeah, this is our job.
Sure.
And Donald Trump, in those three he has promised, now he's working on to stop Ukrainian war.
Yeah.
So that maybe the bigger number might not die. And he's also working for Israel. And
Yeah. By the way, recently he sent an ambassador there
sure.
who is friendly to Israel's
Yep.
people, and he said that also Israel's people also loves him.
Yep.
So it was like this one is a real person to be there
Sure.
to stop everything which is going on there.
Sure. So we expect the unexpected.
Yeah, sure.
That's what I can say, because
Yeah.
if it's Trump, for me, I expected the unexpected.
Sure.
So I can tell them, we can say that things are going to change,
Yeah.
either positive or negative. We shall inform them.
Listeners, do not forget to subscribe, to
Yep.
share, to comment, or to tell us what is not going on well in your comments. See you.
Aya.